Have you ever had a moment that changed your whole day in an instant? Imagine this. It's a regular Tuesday morning. You're making coffee, maybe thinking about your doctor's appointment or what's for dinner. Then you check your mail. There's a letter from Social Security. You open it expecting a routine notice, but instead, your heart sinks. The letter says you owe thousands of dollars in SSDI overpayments. That's exactly what happened to Maria in 2025. She felt her chest tighten. She started to sweat. She couldn't focus on anything else. She worried about losing her benefits, her home, and how she'd pay her bills. Her daily life turned upside down, all because of one letter. If you've just gotten a letter like this, you're not alone. And you don't have to face it alone. Before you do anything, stop. Don't rush to pay. Don't call Social Security and agree to anything just yet. Many people panic and make quick decisions. They pay money they don't actually owe, or they agree to payment plans that hurt their finances. Some even lose their benefits because they didn't know their rights. Take a breath. You have options, and you have time. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do if you get an SSDI Overpayment Letter in 2025. You'll learn how to pause collections, how to request a waiver, how to file an appeal, and how to protect yourself legally. I'll break down each step in simple language so you know what to do and when. By the end, you'll have a clear plan, and you'll know how to avoid the most common mistakes that cost people thousands of dollars. So grab a pen, take some notes, and let's get started. First, don't panic. I know that's easier said than done, but it's important. The Social Security Administration, or SSA, sends out thousands of these letters every year. Most people feel scared, confused, and even angry. That's normal, but you have more control than you think. Here's what you should do immediately after receiving the letter. Read the letter carefully. Don't just skim it. Look for the date at the top. This is important because you usually have 30 days from the date on the letter to respond. Put the letter somewhere safe. Don't throw it away or lose it. You'll need it for reference. Write down the date you received it. This helps you keep track of your timeline. Don't call SSA to admit fault or agree to pay right away. You need to understand your options first. The 30-day window is your friend. It gives you time to gather information, get help, and make the best decision for your situation. If you act too quickly, you might miss out on important protections. If you believe the overpayment is a mistake, or you don't understand why you owe money, you have the right to ask Social Security to review their decision. This is called a request for reconsideration. Here's how to do it. Get Form SSA 561. You can download it from the Social Security website, pick it up at your local office, or call SSA and ask them to mail it to you. Fill out the form. It's pretty straightforward. You'll need your name, Social Security number, and the details from your overpayment letter. Explain why you think the overpayment is wrong. Be clear and honest. For example, maybe you reported your income on time, or maybe the amount they say you owe doesn't match your records. Attach any proof you have. This could be pay stubs, bank statements, letters you sent to SSA, or anything else that supports your case. Send the form to your local Social Security office. You can mail it, fax it, or drop it off in person. Make sure to keep a copy for your records. Once you file the request for reconsideration, SSA is supposed to pause collection efforts until they review your case. This means they shouldn't take money from your checks or demand payment while your appeal is pending. If you're not sure what to write, Don't worry. Just explain your situation in your own words. The most important thing is to file the form within the 30-day window. If you miss the deadline, you could lose your right to appeal. Now let's talk about waivers. Even if the overpayment is real, you might not have to pay it back. That's right. If the overpayment wasn't your fault, or if paying it back would cause you serious financial hardship, you can ask SSA to waive the overpayment. That means you don't have to pay it at all. Here's how to request a waiver. Get Form SSA 632. This is the request for waiver of overpayment recovery. You can find it online at your local office or by calling SSA. Fill out the form. You'll need to explain two things. It wasn't your fault. This means you didn't hide information, give false details, or ignore SSA's rules. Maybe SSA made a mistake, or you reported your income, but they didn't process it in time. You can't afford to pay. Show your income, expenses, and any debts. Be honest. If paying back the money would mean you can't afford rent, food, or medicine, say so. Attach proof. This could be bills, bank statements, or letters from people who know your situation. Send the form to SSA. Again, keep a copy for yourself. SSA will review your waiver request. Sometimes they'll call you for more information or ask you to come in for an interview. Don't be afraid. Just tell the truth and bring any documents they ask for. If your waiver is approved, you won't have to pay back the overpayment. If it's denied, you can appeal that decision too. Remember, not your fault doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It just means you did your best to follow the rules. If SSA made a mistake, or if you misunderstood something because the rules are confusing, you can still ask for a waiver. While you're working on your appeal or waiver, you might be worried that SSA will start taking money from your checks or even send your case to collections. The good news is, you can ask them to pause collections while your case is being reviewed. Here's how. Call the number on your overpayment letter. This is usually your local SSA office or the main SSA number. Tell them you're filing an appeal or a waiver. Say, I am requesting a reconsideration or waiver, and I want collections paused until there's a decision. Ask for written confirmation. If possible, get the name of the person you spoke to and write down the date and time of your call. Follow up in writing. If you can, send a short letter or email confirming your request to pause collections. SSA is supposed to stop collection efforts while your appeal or waiver is pending. This means they shouldn't take money from your SSDI checks, garnish your wages, or send your case to a debt collector. If they do, call them right away and remind them that your case is under review. This step is important. It gives you breathing room while you work through the process. It also protects your income and your peace of mind. You don't have to do this alone. There are people and organizations who can help you, often for free. Here's who you can contact. Legal aid societies. Many cities and states have legal aid offices that help people with low income. They can help you fill out forms, write letters, and even represent you at hearings. Disability advocates. There are nonprofit groups that specialize in helping people with disabilities. They know the Social Security system inside and out. Social Security representatives. Some SSA offices have staff who can explain your options and help you with paperwork. Online resources. There are websites and forums where people share their experiences and advice. Just be careful to use trusted sources. If you're not sure where to start, look up legal aid and your city or state. You can also call the National Organization of Social Security Claimants Representatives, or NOSSCR, for referrals. Most legal aid and advocacy services are free if you have low income. Don't be afraid to ask for help. These professionals know the system, and they can make a big difference in your case. Now, let's talk about the most common mistakes people make when they get an SSDI Overpayment Letter. Avoiding these can save you a lot of stress and money. Mistake number 1. Admitting fault. When it wasn't your mistake sometimes, people call SSA and say, "I'm sorry, I must have done something wrong." But if the overpayment wasn't your fault, don't admit blame. SSA can use your words against you. Instead, stick to the facts. Say, "I want to understand why this happened," or "I'd like to request a review." Mistake number 2. Missing the 30-day deadline. The 30-day window is critical. If you miss it, you could lose your right to appeal or request a waiver. Mark the deadline on your calendar. Set reminders on your phone. If you need more time, call SSA and ask for an extension, but don't wait until the last minute. Mistake number 3. Ignoring the letter. Some people are so overwhelmed that they put the letter in a drawer and hope it goes away. But it won't. If you ignore the letter, SSA can start taking money from your checks or even send your case to collections. The sooner you act, the more options you have. Bonus tip: don't pay anything until you understand your rights. Once you pay, it can be harder to get your money back, even if SSA made a mistake. Before you go, I want to make sure you have everything you need. That's why I've created a free waiver checklist. It's linked below in the description. This checklist walks you through every step we talked about today. It shows you what forms to use, what documents to gather, and what to say when you call SSA. It could literally save you thousands of dollars. If this video helped you, please subscribe to our channel. We cover everything that protects your Social Security rights: overpayments, appeals, benefit increases, and more. You're not alone in this. We're here to help you every step of the way. Remember, don't panic. Don't pay yet. Take action, protect yourself, and stay informed. Download the checklist, subscribe, and share this video